What comes to mind when you think of Mexico? Corner home stores. Blew my mind that people opened up a store in their living room or kitchen. Or Oxxo. Got all my snacks there. Edit. Thanks for the love. Glad this resonated with everyone. I spent my summers in Mexico visiting family and those stores were my lifeline. Loved everything about it and would never trade it for anything. The flag, which I think is a cool one, the yellow filter meme, and good food. Tacos and cheap prescription drugs. The shape of the country in a map. I'm not very good at geography or recalling shapes, but Mexico has a very distinct one. There is this soup I had at someone's house in the middle of nowhere in Mexico and I think about it all the time. It had hominy and pork, and it was red but not tomatoes. I think it was some kind of pepper broth. It was so good, and I will never forget it. Edit. Wow guys, it looks like I'm on a quest now, and I have the first clues. Thank you. I'm excited to try to make my own, and I'll make sure to skip the Rachel Ray recipe lol. Tequila. Tacos. Zahuatanillo. It's a little place in Mexico on the Pacific Ocean. Avocados from Mexico. Mexicans. Mexican flag and a glass bottle Coke. Dia de los Muertos. Elote. Mariachi bands. Yellow filter. Putting lime in everything. Ese comprada, lavadoras, microondas, refrigeradoras, colchones. Mexican Coke and chickens for some reason. Best holiday ever. Met up with friends we met the year before in the south of France in San Luis Potosi. Stayed with their families for a week. Grandma made breakfast every morning and we played domino with her every evening. When we left we gave her a book about the Netherlands, written in Spanish and tears were flowing. Traveled another 2 weeks starting in Mexico City and going to Veracruz, Palenque, Oaxaca, Puerto Escondido and back to Mexico City. Never met friendlier people than Mexicans and the food. Oh my god, so food. Again. Best holiday ever. Aztec pyramids. Acapulco and El Chavo del Ocho. Axolotls, I just love those little salamanders. Guacamole. I think of colorful stuff. Pinatas, spicy food, sangria, long wavy black hair, cool pronunciation, Dia de Muertos. Unbelievably beautiful deep blue crystal clear water filled sinkholes in the Mayan Riviera. My parents D. Coco. Axolotls. Now it would be funny as hell to edit the axolotls with drug cartels, cheap prostitutes or stuff like that, just to mess with 1,000 people that liked my comment. But I'm not an asshole, not so much at least D. Really big agave plants and insanely good food. Dunes, chupacabras, flautas, gringos on spring break. Al Pastor. Spent a semester abroad studying in Guadalajara. The second largest city. Coming from Germany I remember hospitality, being welcome with open arms, a nice climate plus tasty and affordable food. Thing is most houses are surrounded with high fences, made me feel isolated, rather than living in an open neighboring community. Also traffic is the worst in the cities. Takes a crazy amount of time getting from A to B by car or bus, and cycling is quite dangerous as there are almost no bike paths like in Germany. Forza Horizon 5. Fruit. My husband pretty much never shuts up about all the wonderful fruit his family had when he was growing up. Avocado. 4 different citrus on one tree. Papaya, loquats, mangus, tuna, guayaba, mamey, pitaya, and pomegranate. Beautiful architecture. Better tacos, the kind with raw onion and cilantro. Chihuahua. I visited Mexico for the first time to attend a friend's wedding. It was September and holy hell, I had not, before or after, ever experienced that kind of heat. Over 100 degrees plus humidity. It was hard to be outside even for 5 minutes between the hours of 11 AM to 5 PM without wanting to take a shower immediately afterwards, because you were drenched in sweat. Thank God the wedding took place at sunset, because we stayed inside as much as we could to avoid the heat otherwise. So I'll always remember Mexico for the extreme heat and humidity, and never ever again visit there in September. Edit. The city was Cabot and Lucas. Drug cartels. I think of the history I learned about while I was there. The incredible lake city of Tenochtitlan, the mysterious ancient pyramids at Teotihuacan, the indigenous Baroque church in Cholula and the nearby pyramid that the Spaniards leveled off and built a church on. A very fascinating history and rich culture.